Your great failures in life may pave the road toward your greatest success. Have you ever missed out on something? Have you ever failed to realize your ambitions, your dreams? Think about the things in life that you've wanted so badly you could feel them, you could taste them, you could just imagine yourself being in that position, whatever it was. Well, you're looking at the pixelated version of a man who has experienced this. But think back in your life. Was there your great ambition that you failed to achieve? Oscar Wilde famously said, there are two great tragedies in life. One tragedy is not getting what you want, and the other is getting it. You see, let that sink in. I personally have experienced this feeling, this loss, this failure, but I realized at a certain point in my life that failing to get what I wanted was a saving grace. It was my salvation, or may well have been. You never know for sure, but I'll share a little bit more. But really, this is not about me, but it's about all of us. It's about the human experience. My desire when I was a youngster was to grow up and be a movie star. Yeah, that's right. It was a childish ambition in the mind of a little boy. But I held fast to that because, well, that's my nature. As I've sort of got this tenacity about things I want to do, and it's hard for me to let go once I lock on to something. But my thing was to achieve that goal of being a great actor, and I saw with that the advantages of wealth and celebrity, and even at a young age I imagined that would be quite a thing to have, quite a power, right? But it really wasn't in the cards. And what happened was, I had a career in acting, and I did movies, and I'd starred in low budget movies and made national commercials, and I had a lot of fun. I got to do some things that I wanted to do, but I never became a celebrity, right? And as I matured, I began to realize how fortunate I was, or may have been. You never know. Because I look at a lot of these people, and let's be brutally honest. I don't want to be insulting, but there are a lot of schmucks and a lot of degenerates, and I see an industry rife with infidelity and overindulgence and nepotism and egomania and other many assorted character disorders. My failure may have saved me from becoming entrenched and ensconced in that kind of depraved Hollywood inner circle. Sitting at that table would have afforded me some comforts in life, certainly, but I feel it would have degenerated me. Could have, So what of you? What of your life? What things have you missed out on that you so desperately wanted? And could you have been fortunate in not attaining those things, whether it was a career or a certain life? Did you realize later on that person or that company that you wanted to partner yourself with was not what you thought? I bet a lot of you have had such an experience, and could share some wisdom in that regard. This pup saying hello. Hello, good morning. Good puppy. Yeah, take a little bite out of you. So anyway, it's just something to ponder. There are billions, I'm sure, hundreds of millions of experiences out there over the course of time in human history and there's an expression. What is the expression? Sometimes the best things in life are those things we never received, something along those lines. The greatest gift in life is not getting what you want, but getting what you need. Things like that. And I know some of you will share that expression. I love expressions in the comments below. But to bookend this discussion, let me bring Mark Twain into the mix. He said, the two greatest days in your life are the day that you are born and the day that you find out why. See, now let that sink in. And the why is what's important to me. And that's brings me back to our destinies. My destiny was not that. It's not what I needed to be to serve in the world, to thrive in this world. What I wanted to be was not what I needed to be. And perhaps it's the same with you. And again, think back. What job, what woman, what man, what business partner did you earnestly seek out to bring into your world and make a part of your life that, in failing, somehow enhanced your life? Okay? And this is not, we're not trying to rationalize failure, certainly not. But I'm just saying, sometimes it's good to not get what you want, okay? And I'll throw in a third saying I'm sure many of you know, and it was accredited to John Lennon, of whom I'm not a big fan, except musically. Genius, but kind of an ass. I'll edit that out. But he said, life is what happens to you while you are busy making other plans. I love that. It's so true. Caveat, remember, I'm not saying abandon your dreams, and I'm not saying, that it is a foregone conclusion that your dreams will ruin you. I'm just saying that when you mature, you may find that the things that you always wanted were not the things that you always needed, and you may find in being able to know the difference at some point, you find the sweet spot. You find the Dharma, your Dharma. You find your thing that you were put here for. You don't chase it. Don't chase it. Be it. Become it. Manifest it, right? What does a chased butterfly do? It flutters off. You go to grab it, it flutters off. You share its company, and you become part of it, a company with it, right? That's how you manifest. That's how you bring things into your life. Bring it in. Don't chase it. Okay? So just things that you learn with time, and hopefully we relax and we find the place that we are meant to be. You find that the things that aren't meant to be will be repelled. It's like oil and water. And then by not chasing, by enticing rather than chasing, you'll learn the difference, and you'll more quickly on each occasion know whether something is right for you or not, just by being in that mindset. In my personal experience, my success was great, being where I was meant to be. I met early on the girl of my dreams, and maybe I didn't realize it at the time, but we entered into a committed relationship, which is a very rare thing to find, especially where I wanted to find it. And that was in La La Land, if you will, in the film industry. Those people married and divorced over and over and over. They have horrible track records with relationships. And I ended up being married to the same woman for now near 40 years and have 2 children with that one woman. So I consider that one of the greatest successes of my life, among many others. So, case in point, I see the proof in myself, and I see it in many of you who've achieved greatness. Yeah, right? Entrepreneurs, they fail many times often before they find where they're supposed to be in this world. Anyway, hope this reaches home with someone out there. Yeah, you. I thank you all for watching, and we'll talk soon.